Good afternoon. This goes along the lines of how to.
Yeah.
In my experience, in letting go or in surrender, there isn't any how to.
That's true.
And the times that I've found me trying to let go, what I normally find almost all the time is that the letting go is actually a strategy of wanting something to go away.
Right.
On the other hand, there has been surrender that's happened in my life in some significant ways, and then in some more mundane ways a lot of times, but the significant ways are the ones that really come to mind.
Yeah.
And so I say, well, that did happen. What precipitated it? And so this comes down to a question. I haven't found, and I don't know that there is anything to let go. There's no task.
Yeah.
Letting go to me sounds like there's too much doing anyway. That's why maybe letting be or something like that doesn't have so much doing.
Yeah.
And so the only thing that I can think to do is just have the intention of letting go, and maybe that's even too much. And so the question is there anything or any stance, any posture to take to affect that?
Yeah. I think it's because underneath this question, or I think that's the part that's really useful is, like you say, if we start out like, I'm just going to try to surrender, there's often some artificial quality that, because it has some personal agenda around it. And so you're left with trying to surrender, which doesn't really work very well. If surrender happens, it's always a moment when you're not trying anymore.
Right.
It's like it happens to you or through you, doesn't it?
Right.
So, but something that's more approachable in the same direction, but it's approachable, like you said, changing the wording makes something sometimes more approachable. So that's why I often say allow everything to be, or this morning I'm using the word openness. So there's whatever's happening. Not even trying to be open, but can I be open to this? Can I open to this? Without knowing if you can or can't. You just ask the question. The question will evoke the response. The response will come. Can I be open to this, whatever it is? Can I be open to this now? And it evokes something that's different than I'm trying to be open. You know?
Or how do I be open?
How do I be open?
What do I do in order to open to this?
Right.
And so maybe a better way to do that is, can I be open to this?
Yeah. I find to put things in a question, in a way that's a question, not even a question we're trying to get an answer to in our head, but we're almost, you're focusing it more on your body, right? And you're just asking it, like you're asking it. Can I be open right now? Can I be open to this right now? And when it's a question, it doesn't set up the same kind of division because you don't have a goal. As soon as you have a goal, then you're divided. I'm trying to open, but I'm not open. I'm trying to surrender, but I can't surrender. Then you're divided. Turn it into something that's a question, and you're eliciting letting go just by the question, or you're eliciting, can I be open to this?
Without knowing.
Yeah.
Without knowing if you can or can't.
Right, because it's possible.
Or you wouldn't even know what that might look like, or what would happen. Yeah.
And even if you were to ask the question in any given moment, and what you felt like was the answer of that moment was no, I actually can't. Just imagine, can I be open to this? And something just went like, okay, can I be open to that? Maybe you may find that you can be open to openness will happen to that or not. Do you see? Because you see what I mean? So even if we close, even if something says, no, not now, but that's the next thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
Can I be present for no, not now?
Right.
Or do I have to make that into something that should be different? You know what I mean?
Can you say a little bit more about that? What do you mean?
Well, as I said, if you were to ask, can I be present right now, let's say? Can I be open to this?
Right.
Let's just say that you just got sort of a contraction when you ask the question. Very often you will get a certain amount of openness by asking the question, but you may get a contraction. And when we get an opposite response than the one we may want, that's when we usually kind of go, damn, it didn't work. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But if our fundamental attitude is like what's true, then we're just, can I be open to not being open?
Yeah, if I say, can I be open to this? How do I feel? Oh, I feel good. I must be able to be open to this. Can I be open to this? Oh, I don't feel so good. No, I mean, the answer is no. So that's
yeah. Because sometimes the answer is no, but you can still be open to that answer.
Right, exactly. Right.
Because if that's what comes up, that's what comes up, isn't it?
Yeah.
It may not be what you wanted to come up, but if that's what comes up, that's what comes up. And that is either accepted or open to, or it's rejected.
Okay.
One way or the other. You know what I mean? So I think it's a really important thing that you're bringing out here is the real importance of not taking, and we'll just call it a teaching, and turning it into what I call a directive. Here's what I'm supposed to do. I'm letting go. I'm surrendering. I am to open. I am trying to be still. Right? And it's like a directive, and it's like to the ego. It's like saying to the ego, "Okay, here's what you're supposed to do," which actually just sets you up for failure.
In that respect, then, having the intention to let go can also be looked at as a self-imposed directive.
Sure.
Oh, I didn't have that. I need to have the intention to let this go, or it won't let go.
Right.
Yeah.
It's tricky.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
The sort of egoic conditioned quality of mind is very, very tricky, and it can morph into almost anything that you can think of.
Can't outsmart it.
Yeah. Oh, I can become letting go, sure.
Yeah.
You're right.
Okay.
All right, my friend.
Thank you.
Yeah.